Hi guys, welcome back to La Lucha is Real podcast. I'm your host Edith.
And I'm Angel.
And we're here today again. It's beautiful Monday morning.
The first Monday of December.
Hey. If you're watching on YouTube, you see we did a little decoration. We were going for like a 90s nostalgic Christmas. I don't know if we achieved that, but that's where we were going for.
Yeah. Can you see Snoop?
If you see like an Angel's view, it's Angel's view that you could tell. You could see Snoop on the stoop.
Yeah, because we couldn't. The star was not starring.
Yeah. So we put a different star.
Snoop. Because he is a star.
So yeah,
so Snoop gonna be chilling up there.
Yeah, for the remainder of the December, unless Cleo decides to be like, fuck that shit, I'm getting him. I
don't think so.
Okay. We'll see.
She's been good about not getting on the couch.
Okay. But she likes Snoop on the stoop.
I know.
She has like a weird love for him, guys. Like,
I don't know what it is, but it's crazy because like she's the amount of times that she's grabbed him and like taken off, like she thinks it's a toy for her or something. I don't know.
So cute. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great start to your month. It's December, the last year of the month.
The last year of the month?
I took that so seriously, bitch. You couldn't let me roll with it. You couldn't let me roll with it. I bet your amigos wouldn't have noticed, right?
I was so thrown off.
As you can see, we took like a shot before the episode. And I'm a lightweight. But the last month of the year.
Yeah.
So, it's that time that, to push through.
Mariah Carey is fully
defrosted.
Well,
she's been defrosted from my household since the 1st of November.
Okay, well, she's in full throttle right now.
Yeah.
Because it is December now.
Wow.
That's when she ramps it up even more.
Yeah. You can hear it anywhere you go. From the windows to the doors.
Do you guys play like Christmas music and stuff?
Yeah, we do. Like when we're decorating, we play Christmas music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My mom be like, Alexa, pon música de Navidad. Feliz música, like, or something like that. Or whatever. And she'd be like, oh yeah. And then be like, Feliz Navidad. But then I'm like, okay, I don't like the other songs. And then I'll be like, Alexa, play happy Christmas music. And then we're over here battling because my mom's like, no, I like the song. And I'm like, no, I want Michael Bublé. Give me Michael Bublé kind of Christmas.
So do you guys like make it a family thing when you guys decorate?
Yeah. With an exception of my father, because he's like, y'all do whatever y'all got to do. I put the lights out. But this year he didn't put the lights out because he was in Mexico. So we had to put the lights have to go on before Thanksgiving. Like, that's a thing. Mm-hmm. So we had to.
Except this year, there's an exception, right?
No, we put them up.
Oh, you guys put them up.
Yeah. My sister's right now. Well, we're filming this on the day before Thanksgiving, guys. So, they're putting out the Christmas decor, like the ground lights, like the we haven't. Oh God, I'll tell you about the inflatable now. But we have like different like things like trees and light up trees and lights that go on the floor. But yesterday night actually, we put on the house lights.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah, it was my sister. The lightest one had to go up because just in case,
Lexi, y'all had Lexi going up?
No, not Lexi. She ain't that tall. But we had Miriam go up.
Okay.
And she's scared of heights, by the way.
So you made the one that's afraid of heights.
Yeah, but she's lighter and she's younger. So if she falls, she'll bounce back real quick. Me, if I fall, I'm fucked. And my mom, she's older. No, the hip. Ahí va. So yeah, we put her up.
That's fucking
doing the
hilarious.
Lights. So yeah, we're gonna. No, bro. Like my neighbors this year are like going out, and I was just like, fuck. Like I'm not. Like, I don't know, like, they putting lights all the way to the second floor and everything. And I'm like, God damn.
Like they're out Christmasing you guys?
Yeah. I'm like, God damn, okay. But I don't know if they're going to out Christmas our new inflatable that my dad got us.
What
Bro, you want to know? My dad's like, I got you guys an inflatable for Christmas. This man found it. Because you know my dad. You know how Latino parents are?
But like online, or he went out to the store?
No. He found it because you know how he works delivering stuff with different houses. And one of the people was like, oh, like, I don't want this anymore for my Christmas decor. Do you want it? He's like, yeah, sure. Bro, this man. Okay, so keep in mind. Okay, let me tell you the first. I didn't see it until my little sister Lexi saw it, right? She saw it, and she's like, oh, yeah, that's inflatable. It's Santa on a toilet. And I was like, shut the fuck up. It's not Santa on the toilet. Okay, what inflatable is going to be Santa on the toilet?
Okay.
Bro, yesterday we test that out. We inflate that shit because it doesn't have no pictures, just a box kind of like thing, right? I inflate it, and it's Santa on a porta potty. Like, it's Santa in a porta potty with an elf waiting outside and a tree. And he literally opens and closes the fucking porta potty, and there's toilet paper. Like, who invented this shit? So now, I mean, we got to go through with it because we need, like, something eye-catching in the front. And what else than a Santa in a fucking porta potty? Bro.
What? Yes. Like, whose fucking bright idea was like, let's put Santa in a porta potty, and then the elf is just...
Yeah, he's just there chilling outside, like, waiting for Santa with toilet paper and shit like that. And then the fucking tree, like a Christmas tree on the other side. And Santa Claus just opens and closes the porta potty.
I need to see a picture of this.
Yeah, I'll send it to you once I get it up. But, yeah, it's...
What? I'm dead. That's fucking hilarious.
So, yeah, in case you guys see Vegas locals, you know, Santa in a porta potty, maybe there's more houses with it because it can't just
like this. Is like, I'm wondering, like, who the fuck went out of their way to buy this? Like,
I don't know, but
like,
we didn't buy it. They gave it to my dad.
Yeah.
So my dad's like all about, like, you know, go for it. Well, do something with it.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, who originally went out of their way to buy this? Like, who's keeping Santa in a porta potty in business? While he's doing his business?
While he's doing his business, bro. I'm just like, what? I didn't believe my little sister when she told me that. And, yeah. Sure enough, he is in a porta potty doing his business. And he opens and closes the door like, like, he's surprised and happy.
How big is it?
Bitch, that shit's huge.
Like, you can see it, like, from outside, like, outside.
Yeah, that shit is, like, probably, like, a little bit taller than our lights.
Oh, my God. That is big.
Yeah, está ancho. Está como, like, from this camera to that camera type shit.
Holy moly. I just want to know what was their theme? Like, where were they going with this?
I don't know, but our theme is to, like, Christmas threw up on our house type thing outside, so it's going outside.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, it's funny because it's going to go with all the little aesthetic trees and tenemos venaditos, like little reindeer and stuff like that. And then it's going to be Santa Claus on a party body.
That's fucking wild. You know, I normally don't decorate for Christmas. But I'm thinking one of the ideas that I want to go with, and it's like super simple. It's like a giant Grinch, and then it's like one little string of like Christmas lights, because you know how he's stealing Christmas.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, it's like so like simple, but like
it's so much.
Yeah.
Like, no, I would love that.
Like, I could just do, like, the bare minimum. Yeah. With just, like, the Grinch and then, like, one little string of lights.
Yeah, because he's stealing the fucking Christmas from your house. Oh, I love that. I love that. It's a good idea.
I might have to do that next year.
You should, because I think that's so cool. I like that. I've always wanted to have, like, I know a lot of people do this, like, the Grinch, the Christmas with the Grinch tree.
Mm-hmm. I would love to do that. Oh, I would love a Whoville, like, Christmas.
And everything, right? It's so cute.
Yeah.
But, you know, I get, my mom's like, no. Ain't nobody doing Grinch.
So, wait, she doesn't like the Grinch?
She's okay with the movie, but not bring it into, like, the house. So she's like, no, I want Happy Christmas.
But the Grinch is happy.
I know, Christmas. But my mom's like, I don't want ese mono feo.
Like, his heart grew.
Yeah, but she don't want the mono feo. She don't want the mono feo. ¿Qué le voy a hacer?
Oh.
So, yeah.
Damn.
Till then. Maybe in my next house I'll do like a Grinch thing Christmas. That'll be fun. Or a Snoop.
On
the stoop. So yeah. That's I should be fully decorated by now. So, Christmas shopping. Have you done any Christmas shopping?
No.
No. Me neither.
So normally I start Christmas shopping. Well, this year we're doing like a Secret Santa with my family.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing it with my coworkers too. So I think this year's Christmas shopping is going to be like really easy.
Easy. That's good.
Because normally Val will like be the one to go buy the ones for his family. Mm-hmm. Because I never know what to get them. And, excuse me. And I usually ask him like way in advance, but you know how guys are, like they like to do everything super last fucking minute. Yeah. So I'll be like, hey, like what does your family want? Like, hey, can you like give me ideas? Ask them for ideas. And of course he waits till last minute, so I just leave that up to him. I'm like, well, you're the one that's gonna go buy them because I'm not gonna go to the fucking store and get overstimulated. Yes. And fucking I'm not dealing with all that. So
fuck that shit. I order everything.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna I think I already kind of know what I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna order it online.
Yeah. And Black Friday. Well, we're filming this before Black Friday, but this is gonna go after. So
yeah. So during that shopping. Yeah.
Anyway, pivot. We're gonna pivot. Pivot.
Isn't that for Friends?
Yeah. Pivot. Oh. I want to watch Friends now. Anyways, bro, it's because the reason why I'm pivoting, guys, is because in my mind I was gonna say, hey, that's my bitch. Do you guys know where that's from? Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. It's been stuck in my head. Yeah, I've been telling Angel like the whole time that I've been here. I'm like, hey, that's my bitch.
It's super catchy.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar's new album. Girl,
how has it been doing? Like,
it's been doing like, really good.
It's being received really well.
It's being received really well. It's charting a lot. You know, a lot of the songs. I personally think really enjoy the album. Yeah. I really enjoy the album. And you've heard it too. We heard it when we were going on a road trip to LA for a Friendsgiving. For Yosabo's Friendsgiving. Thank you for inviting us, by the way, guys.
Yeah, shout out Yosabo and Magali. Yeah. Y'all did great.
Amazing. But yeah, so we were hearing it on our way there because we're like, let's analyze this song. Right? And yeah.
First of all, guys, I suck at analyzing music because I gotta like... If you just play music, like, I don't know what they're saying most of the time. Yeah. Unless I know the song, you know, like, and it's one of those songs where, like, I'm listening to it. I've listened to it so many times and I've, like, memorized the words. But otherwise, I don't. I just, like, I hear, like, a lot of...
Really?
Like, I'll hear some words, obviously. Like, my brain will pick up certain words. But, like, I can't tell you what the song was about. Most of the time I can't tell you what the song is about. Yeah. Because I have to go look at I have to read the lyrics. Yeah. So I was in the car with my phone out reading the lyrics and I feel like I couldn't enjoy the song to its fullest potential because right now when we were just listening to it, it sounded differently. Yeah. Than when I was like listening to it while reading the words. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But also, like, I can't just listen to it without having read the lyrics because then I don't know what the fuck is going on. So
you can't win.
No, I can't. So most of the album, when we listened to it, I was just kind of like half in, half out, guys.
Yeah. No, for me, I have to really concentrate on the song. Like I have to zone into the song because if I zone out, then I'll be like, oh, I missed half of the song. But I'm really good at I really like lyrics in a song. Like I love lyricists, great lyricists, and I think Kendrick is one. You know, that album was great. There's not one song that I could say that, oh, that shit was shit. Like, you get me? That was bad. Like, I think I liked all the songs. And I've been replaying it since then. Like, that's all I've been playing. I just, like, kind of, like, getting to know it and stuff like that. But with that being said, do you think you could pick a favorite song from there?
There was two that I really, really liked. Yeah, there was two. Because, like, I'm... I think Kendrick is good. I like his music, but it's not one of those that I just jam out to, you know? But because there were some where I was like, why is he making weird ass sounds?
But that's him. And that's a lot of like rap artists, you know, like hip hop artists.
Yeah, I can't get into like the random sounds.
I definitely can, because I always say random sounds.
Sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't.
Like mustard.
Yeah, like that in a song to me was wild. But I saw that a lot of like companies have been actually showing support of the new album by like kind of playing off the whole mustard part of it.
I think that's genius.
Yeah. The one that I like two. One of them was what is it? Man of the Garden or
that one's really good.
Man at the Garden?
Man of the Garden, I think. Man
Something
of the Garden?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments.
Yeah. So that one I really liked, just because like of what he was saying, you know, like
I think it was great. That was a great song. It's like it really makes you like.
It's not something that you're just catchy like vibe. Like it's just one of those where you're like, you're really feeling the words.
Yeah, feeling the words, or you're like really into the gym and your like soul is into it type thing.
Yeah.
Because, and I think it's a great manifesting song as well.
Yeah, I think I like a lot of songs like that too, where like it's so meaningful. It's not just like a playful. Like I do like playful music, but like if I really want to like get into the song, I like really like.
Yeah. The first time we heard it, it gave us like all kind of chills.
Yeah, like I got goosebumps like towards the end when he gets like really passionately into the song, and like you can hear his voice just getting louder as you know like the song is about to end and stuff. Like you could just like I got goosebumps because I was like, oh damn.
He definitely portrays his feeling through the song, and I love that.
Yeah, I think and then the second one that I really liked was, dang it,
Luther.
Was it Luther?
The one with SZA?
The one where it's like a
love song,
where it's like a love song, but it ends up being about being yes.
Oh my God, Gloria.
That one I really like that one because I was like, you could just like it's kind of like this love hate, like we're good at one. It's like a toxic relationship. Yeah. Like it's just like, and you're just kind of like okay, like, and then you're thinking like, damn, is this about his wife?
Yeah, like oh shit.
And it was funny because even you were like, oh, he's talking about his wife.
Yeah, that's one of the songs that I kind of did zone out on. Like, you know, so that's why I didn't catch. Like, I was like, huh? Is that about his wife?
No, but it's funny because I think you got ahead of yourself too, because he still hadn't said that he was talking. It sounds like he's talking about a person. Yeah. And it was like, you were like, he's talking about his wife, right? And then I was like, as soon as you said that, then he was like, that's when he reveals that it's like, oh, my pen, like, it's about writing. And I'm like, oh no, like, that's crazy.
Twist.
Yeah, that one was really like I told that one reminded me a lot of Logic's Nikki, that song Nikki. Like the way that it's like he's kind of given like something that, you know, it's not like a non-tangible thing. Well, I guess like Nikki is like a cigarette, but like he's like giving like such like a human what is the word?
Oh my God, I know what you're trying to say.
He's almost giving it like a soul. Like he's giving it a soul. Like it's just he's kind of like bringing this thing to life of like making it seem like it's a person, but it's really not. But like in reality, like when you do something like how he writes and like his music and stuff, it's like it can be a toxic relationship. Yeah.
I thought that was a very powerful song as well. I think it's he just did so well portraying his emotions through the album, you know? Like making the listener feel like what he was feeling. Yeah. I love that.
Which ones were your favorite?
Luther was one of my favorites, and I just love the vibe to it. Like it's just a chill. Yeah, it's just a very chill song. I really like the melody to it and everything like that. I really like Man of the Garden. That one was really I really enjoyed that. TV Off as well with Lefty, a Lefty Gunplay. That right? That I think I said the name wrong, or maybe right. Lefty, whatever. Where it's like turn the TV off, and then he goes spooky. What does it go? Crazy spooky.
Is this the one where you were like, oh, I really like the dialogue? Like the back and forth?
No, the back and forth is Reincarnated. Oh, okay. That was probably my second.
That one's good too.
Yeah, I really like that because he also sampled Tupac.
Yeah, he sampled Tupac. I really like the vibe, and it gives that like vibe.
Yeah, it makes you kind of takes you back to his music, and I really like the dialogue back and forth, kind of with himself in a way, you know. Yeah. So I really enjoyed that one. I actually enjoyed a lot of the songs. Yeah, like I could hear them all again.
Yeah. They were all good.
So Yeah. It's just different vibes, but at the same time, the same emotion. I don't know. Really good album. If you guys haven't heard it, you guys should definitely check it out if you guys are into rap or hip hop and stuff like that.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys like the album or like what your thoughts are on it and stuff.
Or like, did you hate it? Like, I haven't heard one person say they didn't like it though.
Like, period. Like, they didn't like it at all.
Yeah. Like, but then again, I don't know. Maybe it's just the people that I follow. Yeah. So.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe he's just not one of those artists that I listen to frequently. But I did like the songs, you know. Like, I didn't hate it.
But it's just not the artist that you pick up.
Yeah, well, I guess that, or like I just there's like a few songs. I don't know, dude. I have like such a weird fixation with music where like I have to feel it in my bones and in my soul for me to like start listening to it.
Yeah.
But if you're playing it, like I don't mind it. Like I'll vibe to it.
You'll vibe to it. I think the whole album was a masterpiece, like in itself. You know, like the way he kind of like brought LA together, because he also did a lot of LA artists in the song, and I think that's
yeah,
beautiful.
I love the community that he was trying to like what he was trying to do. Like even I even liked how he included what's her name? Barrera? No.
The mariachi singer?
Yes.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't. Oh my God! Don't kill me. What's her name?
I had just seen her name online too.
Give me a second, because I gotta say her name.
So, do you know why he didn't give why there was no credit to
after there was credits. Now there's credits.
Oh, now there's credits.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it just took because it was so new. Like Spotify hadn't put the credits yet.
Oh.
Pero el de ella no está like I think he like bought the rights type thing. Because el de ella no dice su nombre.
Yeah. But I thought it was really cool how he like included like,
you know how he found her out?
Because of the Dodgers game, right? Because she sang the national anthem.
Yeah, and I saw that because of Todo Chido. They posted that. So yeah, because she sang the national anthem.
Why'd you say that?
National anthem. the national anthem, and that's how he discovered her.
Yeah,
by going to a Dodger game.
And it was crazy because I saw that like she had sang, and then like a week later she was like recording for Kendrick's album, and she didn't even know like what she was gonna sing or nothing. Like she just was like, all right, I'm here.
Ready, shawty.
Yeah, but she made it onto like 3 of his songs. I'm like, damn, that's dope.
That's amazing. Para la comunidad, you know. Puts it up. I love how he played with that, you know. Like he's like, it's LA, like let me include LA in it, you know. Yeah. Like what makes you feel LA? Yeah, you know. So
yeah, I like that. Yeah, but I really like the community he was like trying to build with like all of the LA artists and stuff. Yeah, you know, really good album. I wish more Latinos did that. I don't know.
I'm saying.
I'm saying, guys, come on, everybody. We need to build community.
Especially now more than ever.
Yes, we were just talking about like, I was just like, I hate how divided Latinos are. As it is, I feel like Latinos have always been divided. Like, or when people are like, I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm whatever. I'm Salvadoran, I'm Guatemalan or whatever. And I'm like, we need to like stop like tratando de aplastarnos and just like unite. Yeah. Okay, because like, what was I telling you that like if American Latinos were a country or something like that, we'd be like the 5th largest economy.
Like their GDP.
We'd be the like 5th largest economy. Just American Latinos.
Got power.
Yes.
But I think it's so...
And the crazy... It's because like the people, you know, la gente que está moving the strings, like they know that. Which is why they want to keep us divided.
Exactly. And they're doing it.
Yeah, it's so sad because I feel like a lot of Latinos have this mentality of there can only be one. Like they have this like scarcity mindset of like there's not enough room for everybody, so it has to be me. And then I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that mentality, and I feel like we need to like help each other out.
I know. I completely agree. I 100 and 1,000 and 10 and million and trillion agree with
0.99.
0.99, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Agree with you because it is, and I think it does stem from that scarcity mindset we were talking about, like in episode 15,
something like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it. There's so much room for everybody. There's money for everyone. There's a place on top for everyone. It's just una cosa de levantarnos uno a los otros.
Yeah.
I feel like because one gets to the top and they're like, oh, I did it by myself. Like, now you gotta do it. Like, no, like, I feel like, and I'll speak for myself. Like, if I, like, moving up, like, the people who are with me and the people like que necesitan, they're coming up, like if you need help, I'm here to help, It's not like I'm gonna be like, no, I did it by myself, I got here by myself, so you gotta do it. No, I went through this journey for a fucking reason. And if I can make it easier for somebody else, why not?
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, I think a lot of people have this, like, it's a dog eat dog world. Like, it's a fucking, like, survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I'm like, dude, if you really, like, if you only knew that, like, we could all literally lend a hand to each other.
And that's how everything will go up, not only not only those people that you're helping, but you yourself as well, I don't know.
And also, like, I feel like it just helping other people, like, also builds community, because obviously it builds community, but I feel like it builds community because it's just like people are gonna remember that. Like, there's gonna be like well, I'm sure there's, like, there's always all kinds of people, but like, there's always the people that are gonna remember that, and they're gonna be like, dude, like, because of this person, like they helped me out a lot, and they're gonna, like, put you on, and they're gonna be talking so good about you behind your back, like, they're gonna be talking so good.
Or, like, when you need the help, they're gonna be right there. And don't get me wrong, you're like, oh no, like, I've done that and people have backstabbed me or stuff. Like, there's gonna be always one or two person, like, you people that do that, but, like, you can't let that stop you from being good and kind within yourself, like, you can't let that change you.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, like, that's part of life. And I don't know.
And not only that, but it's just like, I feel like I saw this quote, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but there's this quote that was like, why are people so quick to match energy when it's negative but not when it's positive?
Ooh.
Like, people don't know how to, like, reciprocate generosity or reciprocate, like, goodwill, or, like, it's just so crazy because there's so many people out there who I feel like, claim to want to, like, be able to help other people, and then, like, it's only for shows, and, like, they don't, like, está para decir eso, pero luego, like, not follow through with what they're saying or whatever. And then, like, or, like, you never know, like, maybe you needed help from someone else. Like, why aren't you going to turn around and do that for someone else too? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know if I made sense.
No, that made sense. And I love that quote that you just said, because I feel like even as humans ourselves, like, we're, like, in a way kind of programmed to, like, the negative is the first thing that we just pick up. Like, that's what stands out the most. And that's why maybe we're so easy to reciprocate that negative. Like, fuck you. Well, fuck you too, But when it comes to the good stuff, it's like, oh, yeah, that was kind of good. That was a nice gesture they did. And then just put it behind your head and
that's it.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I feel kindness should be, and generosity should be kind of like when you go to the drive-thru and somebody pays for you, the car in front of you, and then, like, you just pay for the car in back of you, and just keep the train going, like, it doesn't have to be that specific person, but just to the community itself as well, because you just don't. And then also, like, you just never know when you need that help, like, or when you're able to help, or I don't know, keeping it open. I think that's, like, a big thing within the community that we should be doing. In the Latino community. But, we have a long strides to go. Yeah. But it's not impossible.
No, it's not.
It's not impossible. I feel like, especially the new generation, stop good with the older generation. That's not something I can't. But I feel like our generation, we have a power to do so much,
Yeah.
So if we could all just kind of do that little switch, like, I feel like we'd be on point.
Yeah. I feel like we are like, and I think a lot of us like now, like our generation is the generation to break a lot of cycles. And I
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know, I just wish that like people could, it's going to take a long time, you know, but I feel like we can get there, like build a community with, like, there's so many, like, it's crazy because like sometimes I get around a bunch of Latinos and, like if it, like for example when we go to like the conferences and stuff and
Yeah.
it's just like it's basically a conference for Latinos and you get around all these like-minded individuals and it's just like you could feel it's a different vibe.
No, yeah.
It's such a different vibe and it's just like, oh my god, like we're all here, like, and everybody's so nice and like stuff like that. But it's just there, I feel like there's also like the other half where it's like all man for themselves
Yeah.
mentality type of thing, you know. And I get it because sometimes like we're not in a place to help others because it's like you got to help yourself before you can
Yeah.
help others. But even if it's like something small, you know, like
It can make it mean the world for somebody else.
yeah,
It mean the world. I don't know.
just a food for thought there.
Little food for thought. You know, if you could be, especially like, I want to say like, you know, during these times, like, you know, Christmas and stuff like that. But I feel like it should be extended to like all the time. Like, I don't feel like you should just be generous and joyful and kind and everything just during Christmas time. I think that should be something you should follow and like actually, you know, put into work all year, your whole life, you know. Even if it's small, I feel like people are like, oh, I got to do these grand gestures of kindness. You don't. It just starts with the little one, you know. Like the littlest one.
Yeah. What is that like is there something that someone's done like a small gesture for you and like it actually like made all the difference, like it meant so much to you?
I'm trying to think of a specific one. Oh my god. So sometimes like I'm at work, I get carried away and I'm like over here hella working, right? And I can't get off my desk because you know how you're in the zone and you don't want to get out the zone, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like over here trying to finish. And then sometimes my coworkers would be like, "Oh, do you like we have food in the lounge, you know, you should get some." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll go right now. Just let me finish this." And they just magically come back and they're like, "You know what? I just got you a plate of food."
Oh, that is so sweet.
That little thing of kindness, like, oh my god, you get me? Like that is so sweet of you to be able to do that because of like I didn't ask for it or anything. It's just like out of the kindness of their heart, you know. They're like, you know what? Let me just make it a little bit easier for you. It's those little small things.
It's little small things, and it's like it's crazy because it could just be like any little thing. I can think of one too where I was just like, oh, that was like really, really sweet. I have to give a shout out to our new friend Jess.
Oh, Jess
from Los Brownies.
Oh my god,
podcast. Check them out, guys.
Y'all should
They're
check them out.
freaking hilarious. We met them at the Friendsgiving that we went to this past weekend. We met them there and they're all freaking hilarious.
Yeah, like
they have like all their just their personalities are so like compatible with each other.
Yes.
And it's just like the way they like their chemistry is just like, I don't know, like it's just so like speaking to them was like we were talking to old friends.
oh my god, yes, that's how it felt. It felt like old friends.
Yeah,
that we were just catching up on.
Yeah, it was crazy. But so we met Los Brownies at the Friendsgiving, and so you guys definitely have to go check them out. They're freaking hilarious. We met them, and we're like, oh shit, following each other, like cambiando fucking war stories. I know. Kind of like just exchanging war stories and whatnot, like in the podcasting world. And so we're following each other on social media and all this stuff, right? And then I think like just this week alone, Jess went out of her way to like go listen to our new episode and just not even just watch it, but like she actually commented on it and like engaged with our content. And I'm like, that's crazy because like it's we just met her and she like went out of her way to go like show some love and stuff. And I was like, oh, like even just that, I was like, oh, that was so sweet of her.
No,
like,
definitely.
She didn't have to do that, you know. And it's like crazy because we've met other content creators and like, you know, it's like, you know, we'll like, you know, engage we'll like engage with them, and sometimes they don't engage with us, or they will. It's just kind of like it's, you know, like just like anything, like you just like social media type thing, you know.
But I feel like, oh my God, there's a fly.
Oh my, what's up with this fucking...
Fuck, we're talking about generosity and being
Come
nice.
on.
Get the fuck out. But I think it's like somebody taking their time to listen to your content and to like show love. It means a lot. It means a lot because there, you know, you're gonna be so many people, and you could do like the little things like and stuff like and it still means a lot, you know. But that's the extra like.
Like she actually took time to actually listen to the episode, and we know she did because she like when she was commenting, it was like
specific stuff
from the episode, you know. So shout out to them. I like look forward to working with them in the future. Honestly, because they were such a great time.
They're great people. Like it's just those people that you're just like, you guys are good people. Like,
you can tell off the bat. Like you meet somebody and then you're like, oh, that's a great person. Like, like you walk that, and that's one thing that I feel like if there's one thing that I aim in life is to be the person that when somebody walks away from having a conversation with me, they're like, that was a good person.
Yeah. I love that.
Like I don't want to be the person that like after they've had an encounter with me,
fucking bitch.
Yeah, they'll be like, that fucking bitch.
That's what I say every time I talk to you. Like, fucking bitch. So
you know, like I don't want people to have like a negative experience, you know, like, and we all have our days, and it's just but I feel like I try my best to not like to, I guess, like what is that, compartmentalize that stuff, like that's why I don't like showing up to work with fucking cara de fuchi. Like I don't like to let like certain things like you know, like I don't want like my coworkers to get the brunt of like my moodiness or whatever. So like even if I have to kind of like just stick to myself, you know, like I'm not trying to be rude, like I'll still say good morning to people, but like if I'm in a funk or whatever, I'll just put my headphones on, just be like keep to myself. Yeah. Because I'm not trying to spread no negativity.
I know, I try my best to, because sometimes it gets the best of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I try not to. I think and not with anybody, it's just people that piss me the fuck off and that gotten like have tested me. Those are the ones that I'm just like, chinga tu madre. I'm just kidding. But I do. Or so, like but I do try my best not to spread like that negativity and stuff. Like sometimes I'll just be like, because I like, keep in mind, I'm very like, I feel some people may say I'm too high energy for the morning. I have a lot of energy in the morning. Like I have like, oh, I'm like, hello guys, hi. I'm like very like that. But some days I'm just like, my energy is a little bit low. And I think it's easier to tell on me because I'm just like so like this. And then when I'm having like, they'll be like, oh, what's wrong? I'm just like, I'm good. You know, I'm just trying to get my shit done. Like,
so people notice it right away.
Yeah,
like.
And I try not to, but I feel like because my energy is so fucking high, when it's high, that it's just like, if I go down a little bit, it's like.
Is it because of your coffee? Your morning coffee?
I think naturally I've always been like that.
Oh, gotcha.
I've always been like very, I wake up and it's like energy. So, I mean, coffee it definitely adds to that shit.
I need that energy. But
like in my mood, you know, so I still be falling asleep. That's different. That's like a different kind of like storage of energy that I have. But I feel like that's why like I feel like you could tell like more with me. Because I'm just like,
That's crazy. I need to know, like, where that energy comes from because I'm not feeling that. I mean, obviously, I'm not, like, fucking Eeyore or something, like, in the morning. Eeyore. Good morning.
I love Eeyore.
Yeah, but, like, could you imagine fucking, like, good morning, guys.
Bitch. Now you being Eeyore, I feel like I'm a Tigger.
Yeah. Okay, tampoco Tigger. Like, I'm just, like, in the middle. Like, I definitely have to, like, like, before I walk into, like, the door or whatever, I have to, like, really remind myself to fix my face. Because I have, like, major RBF. And it's crazy because I feel like sometimes it's, like, I have RBF. So it's, like, I feel like it's what is it? Kind of like a turn off from people to want to like just engage with me, period, you know. Like
you see, and I have the opposite. I feel like I attract people to talk to me, and sometimes I don't want to fucking talk. Like I'm just smiling, let me fucking smile.
So it's kind of like It's kind of one of those things where I'm like, damn, like I like the amount of times that people would be like, dude, when I first like saw you or whatever, or met you, like, bitch. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, I thought you were a bitch, because they're like, you just look like you were fucking pissed, or like, oh, that one time you were hella dogging me, and I'm like, when, bitch? Because I don't recall that. Like,
you do be doing that a lot too.
What?
Because you pay attention to a lot of detail, so be staring a lot, but people could take that as dogging. Because you're just like seria, and you're like, I can't even like.
I'm just taking in like my surroundings.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm like hyper vigilant.
Yeah, she definitely is.
So it's, I guess people could, because one of my she doesn't work there no more, but my old coworker, she was like, dude, she's like, when I got introduced to you, she's like, me estabas barriendo con los ojos. And I'm like, I don't remember that.
It's just you do it naturally. You just don't really think about it that way.
Yeah, guys. So if you guys ever meet me, don't be turned off. I just have I suffer from like major RBF.
Yeah.
Like that resting bitch face.
Somebody gonna see you and be like, damn, Angel was hella mad at the store. I didn't want to go say hi to her.
I know, but like in reality, it's just like, that's just how my face sits. That's how it sits on my face, on my head.
On my head. On my neck.
On my neck.
On my neck.
Well, my face is sitting on my head.
I just imagine just your face on your neck without the head. Just like that.
But that's just how it is. And like I really I'm trying to be conscious of that, but it's just like sometimes like there's just so much going on in my head that like I literally forget to fix my face.
Yeah. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like
I have to be like real intentional about it. Like sometimes like I'll walk into a building or somewhere and I'm like, okay, like you have to like you can't just walk into a fucking building like freaking Shrek and then everybody's gonna be like
Shrek. Why fucking Shrek?
Because you know how people see him and instantly like fucking people are like, oh, an ogre. Like, you know what I'm talking about? No?
Yes.
What? You thought I was talking because I thought like my body's shaped like Shrek or something?
Bitch. I was thinking of Shrek, like, oh my god, everybody says that, you know, like run away. But I was thinking more of like, you know, an evil queen type shit that has RBF.
Oh.
That nobody wants to talk to them because they're like scared.
Oh.
You literally went to Shrek and they're like, the people when they see him, they're yelling and they're like, run. I feel like when they see the evil queen, they just look and then just kind of like keep to themselves because you can't make eye contact with her.
They can't make, oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking, more of an evil queen, but you're like, that's how our mind works.
I was like, freaking Shrek.
That's how our mind works. Oh my god. But
evil queen, okay, I like that, but also like I don't want to be an evil queen.
I love evil queens. I love evil queens. No puedo hablar, se me está la lengua like atravesando. I've always loved Disney villains more than the princesses. Fun fact. And the reason why, but my mom always told me, no, you can't like the evil villains. You gotta like the princesses. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But to this day, I always like the villains better than the princesses, especially the queens or whatever, because their makeup was always so much better. Like, bitch, don't like. I don't want to look like. I mean, now I don't really put on makeup, but like the todos modos, like they're just more. There's more detail and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just
and a lot of the princesses were like very demure.
Yeah.
Demure.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, bitch, give me everything.
Give me 2016 makeup.
Yes, so give me Ursula. You know, give me the evil queen. Like, I love that. All the makeup and shit.
Yeah. I had recently seen something online or whatever where people were like, okay, how about we get a movie where the evil villain, or like the villain of the story or whatever is an actual villain and not just somebody who's misunderstood.
Ooh.
Because have you seen those movies where like they're supposed to be like the villain or whatever, like the bad guy in the movie, and then it just turns out that, you know, like they just had a sad story and it's just
like, I don't want no fucking sad story.
Like, I don't want to fucking feel bad for the villain. Like, have you seen those movies where you end up like feeling bad for the fucking evil person?
But you know, a lot of movies do that, where so you could create like sympathy for the villain, like sympathy for the evil person, and they kind of project sometimes in your real life.
Yes, because then people end up in like these fucking abusive, toxic relationships, thinking like that this like villain or whatever is just like someone that's misunderstood.
Now sometimes you're fucking evil. They're just
like,
fucking evil.
Sometimes people are just evil, okay? Like you don't have to like, and it's so crazy because you see this a lot in like the book what is it, like in the book world or whatever, especially like contemporary romance, where like everybody falls in love with the morally gray guy and like he's a dick to the rest of the world, but he's like super good to you, but then he chokes you in the room and
that's me in real life, bro. I'm just kidding. You see, that's why I went to therapy.
No, it's like crazy.
I went to therapy for a fucking good reason, because
like, you just see, like, you read all these books and it's like the guy that like he might do something, like he might do some like illegal shit, but then like he's so good to you, and then he's deep down he's such a misunderstood nice guy,
the fucking
and
bad boy.
Yeah, the bad boy or whatever, and then like but then you're also like, oh my god, and so it like fetishizes like all these like toxic men. And in the book, sometimes you're like, oh, okay, he's not actually toxic. But then when the character development is not fucking there and they're fetishizing these like actually fucking toxic guys, and like him calling you a bitch is like not a fucking turn on. You know? Sorry, I read a lot of books, guys. You know.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like we've gotten to a point where a lot of like villains or whatever are just like romanticized and fetishized and whatever.
I think that's one of the reasons, because I feel like mainstream media plays a big role in like people and love and relationships, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a big reason why people, like, whenever there's like a good healthy person, like healthy love, you know, coming your way, you're automatically like or like gives you the
what's
ick.
wrong with them.
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
Oh, they're hiding something from me.
Exactly. Like, in your mind just kind of wraps them like or they're boring. You know?
Or they're boring.
Yeah.
But it's because I feel like, but that's trauma right there. That's a trauma response, because especially when you've been in a situation for like a some kind of period of time, like a lengthier period of time, and it just becomes so normalized and engraved in you, where like then like there's the people who are out there like picking fights with their significant other because they're like, oh, this is boring, like nothing's going on right now, like.
Exactly. Or they have like the option, like, you know, they're dating around, and you have the fucking bad boy and the good guy that wants to give you like, you know, everything you've ever fucking wanted, except not the toxicity. They'll not always, but like a lot of the times for unhealed women, you know, or unhealed people, they'll choose the bad person,
like the toxic person
that's gonna give them those high up and highs, like high up and highs,
the up and highs,
the lows and highs,
the highs and lows,
No, porque que yo me estoy hablando ahora, no sé. But basically that roller coaster of emotions, because it's like drugs.
Yeah, they pick the like toxic person because they just want to get an adrenaline rush every now and then. Exactly. But that's crazy. That's how you
you have like a steady person over here where you'll be like steady the whole time. And this one is like.
And then there's like, I just feel like people don't realize that sometimes toxicity is addicting.
Oh, yeah.
And there's people who don't realize that. Like, there's people who don't realize that they like flourish in fucking negativity and like, no, it's crazy. Because there's people who literally will like to complain all the time about their situation, but can't let go of it.
But that's because they create that what is it, the serotonin to that negativity, right? Like, it just brings them.
What's so weird, it's like the
addiction.
Yeah. And you know what's also weird, like there's the people too who they like, I don't want to say like get off on it, but like they get like some kind of fucking satisfaction out of people feeling bad for them because it brings them like attention.
Oh yeah, I know a few. If you're watching this, you know I'm talking about you. I'm just kidding. I don't know. You just never know.
And people are like, damn, she's talking about me. No. There's people like that who like, they just like have.
That's crazy to me.
They have all these problems. And then like, let's say you know, like, even if you're just like, yes, people want to be heard, but also like, you can't keep, there has to be a point, right? Like, you can't keep complaining about the same bullshit over and over and over again looking for sympathy.
Yeah.
Because at some point it's like, bruh, like it must not hurt that bad if you're not fucking getting out of it.
If you're not making the change, it must be okay. You must be comfortable in it.
But then also, this is how you know humans are just complicated because, yeah. Because like some people, I guess in like certain situations, not all, certain situations where people have been like groomed to like build like an attachment to, you know, like they're like the people who are abusing them or like being toxic or whatever, you know, like people are like they've been in like this toxic relationship or not relationship, but like relationship with like friendship, like friends or significant other or parents, whatever, like just any toxic relationship, like they've just been in, like it's so normalized that they don't even know that it's toxic or negative or whatever.
No, for sure.
That's crazy.
I think, it's going like just the human mind is just complicated in itself. I know. Like even trying to understand
I can go down a rabbit hole trying to understand.
Yeah, but you'll never understand. Yeah, like once you think you understood like some part of the brain, it's like no. Then you go off and then it's like no, I don't fucking understand. I personally can't do the victim mentality, like the people who like the self-pity, like the pity, like the sympathy, like or like the victim mentality. I just can't.
Me neither.
I can't. Maybe it's just me too. That
it has a name now, right? Like people are like ¿cómo se en español? It has like a name.
¿Qué? ¿Muerto de hambre? Sorry. I don't know. I was channeling my inner Jenny Rivera because she didn't like, or is Chiquis? Was it Chiquis that doesn't like victims? Like victim mentality?
Oh,
not victim.
No, I don't think it's called she hates victims. Muerta de hambre? No, that's like a greedy person.
Yeah.
No, it's called like. What's the fucking word? Like, there's a word for it now, or like it's called something. But it's like a pobrecita mindset, right?
Yeah, pobrecita mindset.
There you go. I think that's what it's called.
I was going somewhere there.
Muerta de hambre? I'm like, no, that's someone that's greedy.
Oops. But yeah, I don't like that pobrecita mindset. Like I personally, like it irks me. Like and that's why like you got to choose who you surround yourself with, because I feel like you start becoming the average of your friends, you know, or the average of your circle. So I don't surround myself with people like that, because I definitely don't want to become the average. Because even if you don't want that, you're still surrounded by that, and you're going to start picking up certain things, you know, and then unconsciously
like habits, you start picking up those little habits, and then you kind of start implementing them like here, a little there.
And next thing you know, I'm a pobrecita mindset, and I don't want that. I can't tolerate it. I can't. I'm just like, I get it, you know, vent, get it off your chest, get it out, but you can't be constantly trying to get my sympathy and pity, like
especially over the same shit, right? Like, because at some point I'm like, bro, are you gonna do something, or what? Like, what's the situation here?
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like, you gotta help me help you. Like, you gotta be a part of your own rescue.
Yeah, you want to be you have to be open to help, and you have to help yourself. So it's like, what's gonna happen here?
Yeah, I don't know, girl.
So yeah, that's the thing about it. So yeah, guys, I'm not really, I used to have like friends like that, you know, but I've definitely have done a really good job with, like, you know, surrounding myself with the like-minded people, or people like, you know, that push me to be better and resemble things of, oh damn, my phone fell, hopefully it didn't crack. But Christmas coming, Angel, you can get me a new phone. Anyways. But yeah, it's like, what was I saying?
No, but that's crazy. You hella took me out with your phone.
You saw it falling too, bitch. I saw you seeing it and you didn't tell me. I'll fight her.
No, that's crazy. No, yeah, no, I agree.
What do you agree with, bitch?
The pobrecita mindset. Like, I can't. No, that's actually, I just learned, guys, because I think naturally I have an avoidant attachment style.
Oh, we're going to talk about attachment style?
So because we were talking about, so Edith and I were talking about attachment styles, and I feel like your attachment style changes with whoever it is that like the relationship with whoever, right? Because I feel like I think naturally, because of how I grew up and how I was raised and everything, I have an avoidant attachment style. And one of the triggers of avoidant attachment people is, what was it? Where it was like, it triggers them when people are like constantly complaining about things, or like, constantly complaining about something, about the same thing over and over again, or constantly needing help. Yeah. Because like in their head, it's like, bro, why can't you just fucking do it by yourself? Like mindset. Because I feel like a lot of avoidant attachment people will be like, have that like, no, like I'll do it myself mentality.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we were looking into I got me.
Yeah. And like, why can't you got you?
Exactly.
Because I got me. Why you not getting yourself? You just complain about it.
But like, maybe do you think a lot of back to our conversation, like, do you think a lot of Latinos can have an avoidant attachment style? Oh,
I think so. Because think about like how parenting was, and obviously it's evolved a lot, but we were brought in households where it's like, you know, like you gotta fucking do it yourself type shit. Like, get it together. So, like, I think, like, your mom would, like, especially, I will speak about my dad, you know, he had so many brothers and sisters. He had to figure out how to do it by himself because his mom was taking care of so many other siblings. And he wasn't getting that attention. Like, he'll even say, like, he didn't get that attention that, you know, he gives us now. But, yeah. So, he basically had to kind of
and I feel like a lot of people have that mentality of, like, well, I got me. Like, what you just said. Like, I got me. Why can't you have you? Yeah. Type of thing. And I feel like it's so naturally. I feel like a lot of times... I've definitely had to work on this a lot, like where when people come to me with their problems, I've definitely had to work on the fact that like not everybody wants like solutions, because I'm such a solution seeker, like instantly. I've had for sure such a solution seeker where like if I come to into problems, I'm like, okay, what's the game plan? Like, what am I going to be doing type of thing? And I feel like when people come to me, I think naturally that part of me just kicks into gear and I'm going to try to help them solve their solutions. But there's some people that don't want a solution. Like, they just want to be heard. And I've said this before. I'm like, I think that there's that part of me that, like, I don't know, it kind of like not heals that inner child, but it's like, I feel like I want to be there for other people. Like how little Angel would have wanted someone to be there for her to help with her stuff, you know? Yeah. So like naturally I feel like I am a solution seeker, but I've had to like dial it back and like see if like, do you want solutions or do you want to just be heard? But also I just sometimes like when sometimes people come to me with certain things, I'm like, bro, why can't, like, especially if it's about the same thing. Yeah. Because I'm like, why can't you just fucking figure it out? Like, it's a trigger. It really is. I'm like, bro.
It's like that inner, like, child of you is, like, frustrated of, like, bro, like.
Fucking get it together. Yeah. Like, you can figure it out. Like, there's so many solutions here.
But it's true. Sometimes people don't want to find a solution. They just want to be heard. But don't let me hear you for, like, 5 times, guys. I just can't.
Yeah. But I think I've also worked on the whole avoidant thing because.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I also, sorry.
Y'all should really see what kind of attachment styles you guys are.
Yeah, you guys should really see what your attachment style is.
Yeah. Because I'm the opposite of Angel.
I know. Which is funny, because, like, how the fuck we end up in... but it's crazy, because I feel like naturally I attract a lot of anxious attachment.
And I attract a lot of avoidant attachment styles. Maybe it's like the opposites attract, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm the same way. I attract a lot of avoidant attachments. A lot of my...
And I attract a lot of anxious attachment. It's so crazy.
So, for the ones that... Anxious attachment is like... How does that... I mean, anxious attachment.
But you definitely worked on... Oh, it's kind of like a... oh my God, they're not texting me back. Like, did I do something to like make them mad? Like, what's wrong? Like, did I do something wrong? They're not texting me back.
And it derives also like most of your like the attachment styles derive from when you were a child, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like certain things that, you know, when I was a little kid, it's like I had to like, sometimes I was walking on eggshells because my parents were so tired of working and stuff. And then the last thing I wanted to do is make it mad, you know? So it's like, and that reassurance, that like constant reassurance I needed from them, you know?
Oh, that's one of the avoidant attachments triggers is someone who constantly needs reassurance.
But I think there's extremes to like, you know, very healed, unhealed and stuff like that. I definitely think I've done a lot of work towards my attention, like my attachment style. And a lot of work because I feel like at one point it was bad.
Yeah. And like bad. Even now you're like you love your solitude.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's very different. So I feel like, you know, it's kind of like it's like a degree. It's like it's like a spectrum.
Yeah, it's a spectrum
of attachment that you're in. But the more healed you are, the more you could like notice that and self-reflect and be like, okay, let me like challenge myself and like do something different. Yeah. And I think that's where I've been, you know. But I feel like because that's your default attachment style, like naturally your body and your mind just want to go back to that because that feels safe. That's your comfort. And you have
but it is so hard. And this is something that, you know, like I've actually been dealing with very recently because I have an avoidant attachment and you know, Val hasn't really like looked into seeing like what his attachment style is, but I can probably guarantee you it's an anxious attachment. And I feel like now we've created a secured attachment with each other because I feel like we're just full of open communication where we can just have like a lot of difficult conversations. Like it's so crazy because like at the end of the day we like do this thing where we're in bed and we just we just do this where we have like heavy conversations and we talk a lot about hypotheticals and stuff like that and like, well, hypothetically speaking, if this were to happen, like how would you handle that or this or whatever. We do all those kinds of things. And I feel like we've created a safe space where like even if he texts me, like let's say we go like I go all of work without him texting me, I'm not worried about it. Like if he can go all day without texting me and I'm not like, what the fuck? Like, is he over here cheating on me?
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
What he doing? You know, like I'm not questioning any, you know what I'm saying? It's just definitely. Like, it's that trust too. But I think like we've gotten into like a really good place, but like I still struggle like with opening up sometimes because I feel like I naturally want to deal with my own problems by myself.
Because that's your default mode.
Yeah, that's my default mode. Like and Edith can attest to this. So like I feel like and I'll open up about this, but for the last couple of weeks I've been dealing with a lot of mental health issues. I feel like my depression has been depressing. Depressing is depressing. Yeah, the depression is depressioning. So like it's just I feel like mentally I haven't been in a really good place, and I'm not gonna get into like the details of a lot of it, but it's just I feel like I got down bad. And I was kind of like internally like struggling where it was like an internal struggle where like nobody knew what I was dealing with. Like not my best friend, not my husband, like nobody knew that I was struggling mentally. It's so crazy because like I felt like, okay, I could just like white knuckle this and like deal with it myself and be like, okay, like I just need to get back to good. Like I can get back to good on my own and it'll get better. But it wasn't getting better, guys. It was not getting better. I actually had to switch my medication because of it. But I just remember like sitting down, having this conversation with Edith and Val, and I don't even know what happened, but like what fucking blew the camel's back or
is that what you say it?
I don't know.
Blew the camel's back?
Whatever, like
whatever blew the fucking camel.
Whatever. The cherry on top of everything, whatever, just like I don't know what, I don't even remember what happened, but I just like broke down and told Val and Edith like I'm not okay, guys.
Yeah, we're just like, huh?
Yeah, and they were like, I just feel like they didn't realize how bad it was because I was, I guess, so like Val was like, you're so good at hiding it. Like,
yeah. And that's take this as a signal to like, you know, go check on your friends.
Yeah.
Because even like the closest, like I'm very close to Angel, and it's like it was very hard. Like I didn't see that because a lot of this, like we play around a lot.
Yeah. Again, we normalize.
Yeah, we normalize
these fucking like negative feelings.
Yeah, we do. And so when it's actually full throttle in it, it was more like, oh, you know, we're still like, you know, it wasn't. I didn't see it as that bad because we always talk about this stuff, this kind of stuff like that in a joking manner. So it's like, yeah, and I was still seeing you like do stuff and everything like that. So when you came out and you're like, I'm not okay, and I'm like, huh? And I'm like, what do you mean you're not okay? Like, okay, like we're depressing a little bit, or what do we? No, you're like, I'm in deep. And then I was just like, oh, what the fuck? And for Angel, she's like, have you guys not noticed? I've been giving you help. I've been giving you signals. I'm like, bitch, what signal? You're like, I told you my depressing was depressing. I'm like, Angel, how many times have we not said depressing is depressing?
Yeah, but also like I feel like maybe because I think, I don't know if this is like a trauma response or what, but I feel like no, it is actually. I'm gonna say it's trauma response because I feel like I try to play off my problems like a joke. Mm-hmm. Like they're a joke. No, it is
a trauma response
because I feel like I don't want to inconvenience anybody. Again, it's an avoidant attachment style too, because I feel like I was left alone a lot as a kid, and I feel like I've always had that mentality of like I got to deal with shit on my own and stuff, and I don't like inconveniencing people. Like I never wanted to inconvenience my mom because I knew she was working so hard and she was just so mentally tired that I didn't want to bother her with my problems. And so I feel like and this was during a time when like Edith is stressed the fuck out because, you know, like
I'm on my final weeks of school.
It was like your final week of school, or even like before that your classes overlapped, so you like it was just it was a lot. And like I know Val's also like in the process of taking his master exam for barber or whatever, and like he got his own shit going on. Like everybody has their own shit going on, and I'm just like, again, I'm not a pobrecita mindset person, so I don't want people like
that's not pobrecita mindset.
I
that's
know,
like,
but
guys, like you're my rocks. I need you right now.
Yeah, but I just like naturally I don't like people feeling bad for me.
But I won't feel bad for you. I'll just be like, okay, like let's.
Yeah.
Like, how do you need me to support you? You know, like I'll drop bro. Me and Val will drop shit. Like, I drop know, shit like that, but like we'll make time for you. You know, like we'll make it work.
I don't know. It's hard, guys, because like I feel like it's just a lot of, again, it's just like that's how like you operated this way for so long, so it's just a lot of like unlearning and just what is it? It's a lot of unlearning and relearning. Yeah, you know, and so it's like I'm working on it. Like I feel like I am trying.
I'm proud of you because I feel like old Angel wouldn't have even like.
Said anything? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. Not until it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that we would be like, yeah, it would just be really what the fuck.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm really proud of you for like, you know, getting yourself to that point, because that means that you've done a lot of work for you to be like, okay, guys, we're going down deep. Like, let me let me tell you right now before it gets even fucking worse.
Yeah. It was crazy. We said we weren't gonna cry.
I know.
And I'm already here like,
bro, what happened to like, this is why I didn't even say it. This is not going to be a funny episode because every time I say that, we're always fucking crying. So I said this is going to be the unfunniest episode ever.
Well, we cry because we laugh too.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, so yeah, it goes to show like even like your closest people, you know, like sometimes won't be able to see that, you know?
So check on your friends, especially because there's like a lot of like what is it, like seasonal depression? Check on your friends, guys, you know. Text them right now. Be like, hey, you know, I'm here for you.
But I'm happy that you speak out and stuff like that. And it's just harder for some people than others based on your upbringing and your avoidant attachment to be like, oh, you know, like I need help. Like, guys, I need help. When the opposite of me, like, bro, whatever I'm going through, I'll be like, Angel, this is what the fuck I'm going through. Like, help me fucking think this through. Like, how should I fucking process this?
Yeah.
Or sometimes I take a little bit longer, but not enough. Like, I don't, like, I just feel the need of, like, okay, how do I do this?
Trauma dumping.
Yeah, trauma dumping.
No, yeah, I think it's so hard, but yeah, I'm still working on that because I don't know, just and also like allowing others to help me. I think it's a big one because I feel like I've always like it's just like naturally I always had that like I'm gonna do it myself mentality.
Yeah, but
and it's just like it's okay to let other people help you. Yeah.
And it goes into creating community.
Exactly.
It goes back into the Latino thing too. That is just like it's so wired into you. It's
but
like,
I think I am getting better about it. Like I feel like even, just like if anybody were to like be like, Angel, how do I start a podcast? What do I need to do? Like I'm not a fucking expert. But we'll tell you what we got going on.
We'll tell you what we got going on right now that's worked for us as of right now. I'm not going to give you what worked for us, like what we were doing at the beginning, because I'm not going to make it harder for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, nah, you figure it out. We had to figure it out, so you have to figure it out.
This is how we started, so now you take it from there. Like,
yeah, no. What the fuck? The whole point is to make it so that the generations after you have it easier.
Yeah, exactly. But why do
you want to see people struggle? Or like the people I never understood the parents too that like, nah, you got to start from the ground up. Like, what?
Of course, it's teaching your kids, to value stuff, but I don't think you start from the ground.
You can teach them to value hard work.
Yeah.
And like learning how to problem solve in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's not saying you're going to hand them any, like, there's handing somebody something, and then there's also teaching them. That's two different things.
Yeah, but why are you going to just be like, nah, I'm not going to do anything. You solve it by yourself. Like, bro, I got myself, like, maybe it was a struggle. Maybe nobody helped me get to where I'm at,
Yeah.
But I just don't see myself even ever being in that position and be like, I'm not going to help anybody else because I wasn't helped.
Yeah.
Like in biz, like my mindset is like, okay, nobody helped me and I know how fucking hard it was. So let me hope that porto mi granito de arena and let me make it maybe a little bit easier for somebody.
Yeah.
A little bit easier. Just because I went through that shit and I wouldn't want somebody to go through that shit again.
Yeah. Or even just being like supportive, like even if you're not teaching, just like showing some kind of support. And this actually reminds me of do you know is that attorney Kathleen Martinez? Your freaking, what is it called? Your
Barbie?
Huh?
What?
The Barbie attorney?
The Barbie attorney.
Yeah, pero she's un pariente tuya de
Una pariente mía?
Yeah, because your last name is Martinez.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah, es la prima. It's like we're like 3 times removed. Like, obvio, don't you see the resemblance?
She actually, so she did this, she put this video out. By the way, I love her, guys. You gotta go follow her.
She does amazing work for the community.
She does amazing work for the community. But she put out this video and she was like, dude, one thing I can't stand is when Latinos try to close the door on other Latinos. And I was like, yes, preach, homegirl. Because there's like all these people who, she's like, dude, it's crazy how many Latinos I help out, get their fucking green card, get their citizenship. And then once they get it, turn around and be like, nah, we need to close our borders down. And we need to like deport people and this and that and whatever. And I'm like,
I was okay coming here. It was okay for me to be here and do all that, but it's not okay for everybody else. Like, it's just getting too much. Like, who are you to pick and choose who should be here?
That's crazy to me. And this is not saying that we support open borders.
No, that's a whole different animal in itself.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But I think what we're talking about here is supporting Latinos for there to be a path to citizenship.
Yeah.
Like, we literally support immigration reform. Okay? That is what we're here to support. And like, it's so crazy because she was talking about how, like, she's like, people that I literally helped get their citizenship and green cards then turn around and be like, nah. And then telling people, like, oh, you need to, these illegals need to do it the right way or whatever. And then she's like, it's the same people that are like, oh, who came here and overstayed their work visa or tourist visa or whatever, que se están arreglando sus papeles, and then turn around and be like, nah, you need to do it the legal way like I did. And then she's like, actually, if you want to be fucking technical, you also broke the law because you overstayed your fucking visa.
And that's how a lot of people like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because she's like, you actually did something. She's like, you didn't do it the right way. If you want to be technical, you didn't do it the right way either, because you overstayed your visa and you're able to fix your papers, but because somebody maybe didn't fucking get a visa and they came over here, like it's
cross like that.
Yeah, like it's just, she's like, you didn't do it the right way either, so don't fucking be all high and mighty.
Yeah,
like you didn't fucking do something wrong or right or whatever, whatever the fuck. Anyways,
hypocrita.
Yeah,
the hypocrisy.
So she was going on a whole rant about how she was like, she's a huge supporter of the Latino community, and she was like, dude, that's one of her, like, her icks, I guess you could say, is like people, like Latinos trying to close the door on other Latinos. Crazy, guys.
There's many of them.
I just realized we never took a break.
Let's go ahead and take a break right now.
Yeah, because
we'll be right back, guys. Ready? And we are back, guys. We're back. We took a little small break because we've been yapping.
Yeah.
Yap. We're very much yapping today.
I know.
I love it though. Te iba a decir algo, Ángel. ¿Qué te iba a decir? Chisme. Oh my God, guys! Did you guys see? And I think it happened during this last week or whatever. That Conor McGregor got charged for SA.
I did it. I mean, I know.
And the reason why I found out was because of TikTok, because I'm not really up to news,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not up to date with news. The reason I found out was because it's TikTok. This like boxing gym had a whole mural of Conor McGregor on it, and they were painting over it.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
They were painting over it, and they're like, we don't like the song. I don't know what song it was, but in the caption it said, we don't support this. Like, we support women and women community and whatever. So they were painting over his mural.
Wait, so what happened?
So then I was like, what the fuck happened? And he, I guess, esto ya se había abierto, I think, in the last year or something like that. Don't quote me on that, because that's kind of what I was seeing. But he finally got charged, and he had to like pay the victim. I don't even know how much or something like that. He got charged for SA, because of, was it an old work, like somebody that worked there, or like something, like, I don't know. I don't understand. It was a lady, right? But she had a hard proof, because a lot of people were saying like, no tenía proof. That she had a hard proof because she went to go. She called the paramedics after and stuff like that. And it's crazy because one of the, ¿cómo se dicen? Los que dan what happened at the stand. What is it?
A testimony?
A testimony. One of the testimonies was one of the paramedics, and he was saying, I've encountered, like a lot of like, rape. I don't know if I could say that. Can I say that without being monetized?
I think you're
I'm
good.
pretty sure. I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
A lot of like women that have been raped before, and this has off the bat has to be the most how can I say, violent, like the most like trauma to the victim, like in that area, that he or she has seen.
Oh, what the fuck? Damn.
So I finally got charged and everything. So yeah, that's what happened. I don't know what's gonna go on with his career. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Damn. For like, think a paramedic to, because they've seen some shit.
Yeah, but they said in that case, in that like realm, yeah. So
That's crazy. For them to be like, oh,
It
like
was bad.
it was bad. It had to have been bad because you know paramedics be seeing some crazy shit.
So like obviously, the woman is still obviously PTSD and stuff like that from that. So
Oh, that's so sad.
but oh yeah, apenas like he was just charged this last week.
That's crazy.
So obviously like, and it wasn't the only gym that I saw painting over it. Once I clicked it on the TikTok, like the more, there was a bunch, like a couple other gyms, like also painting over their murals and stuff of Conor McGregor.
That's so that's so sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody, yeah.
No, I think the fact that here's the thing. I feel like when you work or what you do for a living, you encounter a lot of like serious shit. I feel like you become so desensitized to that kind of stuff, right? So like I feel like a lot of times and I try not to be like this, but a lot of times, like for example, I deal with a lot of car accidents and like that kind of stuff because of what I do for work. So sometimes I see like people are like, oh my God, I was in a car accident, and they're like, oh my God, it was like this, what, like they're like, to them it's like their emotions are so heightened because they've never been in a car accident. And then I'm like, oh my God. And then I look at their car and I see that like it was like not that bad. Yeah. And in my head I'm like, dude, it's not that bad. Like, in my head I'll think like, dude, it wasn't that fucking serious. Yeah. Because I've seen some serious stuff because of what I do for work. And so I feel like sometimes and I've noticed this with other people that work in the same industry, where they've gotten so desensitized where like they'll just be like, bruh, that's nothing, type of thing. But I'm like, dude, like they've never been in a car accident. Like it can be a traumatic experience, like just, or like you just never know how someone's body's gonna react to whatever, right? Like to like how they're gonna respond. But for a paramedic, I know like if I've seen some serious shit and I just do like the legal end of like personal injury and stuff, like I feel like a lot of paramedics can become desensitized because they've seen some serious shit. But for that person to be like, no, like this was like really bad, like
there's a significant trauma, like
this was significant trauma, like that's, I don't know, I for one believe the paramedic, because I feel like a lot of people, like it's so easy for us to be like very desensitized to like that kind of stuff. Yeah, working in the field, seeing so much of that, I could see that. But yeah, so definitely, yeah. Oh, they like right now, like I haven't seen too much about like what's gonna happen with his career and stuff. So, but based on this, I don't know. But then again, you know how sometimes, I don't know. It just depends on the sport. Yeah. Because you know how like, you're not too into the Dodgers. Like, I like the Dodgers, but I don't really like follow them like that.
Well, one of their players, even if I said that, like, one of their players, right, was, I'm pretty sure you heard of it. Well, got caught like hitting his wife in public. Shit. Like he hit her in public. In public. In public, se le fue la onda. He had like rage stuff. And the Dodgers were like, nope, we don't fucking tolerate that shit. Cut him off of like a great contract that he had, and the baseball community, MLB, everything, just shut him off. Damn. And said, no, we don't stand with that shit. Oh damn. So I haven't heard, like, I think the Dodgers were very quick to respond, and that's the kind of stuff because of like the video.
But we don't know about like what is it? Kickboxing, right?
Yeah, is it UFC.
I'm an idiot.
But yeah, but then again, like, I don't know, there's been a lot of controversy within UFC and the owners and stuff like that. So,
well, it's kind of like football. There's so many people that get away with shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how it is going to be in that specific. I feel like I think in every sport, like it's just people like money. Men's sports make money, like a lot of money, and people bet,
and they're like willing to
put some things under the rug.
Yeah, overlook some stuff.
But I think the Dodgers couldn't get past that one because it was so public. Like, they're like, nah, like,
bro.
We're going to
like,
get bashed.
There's no fucking way we can make this, like...
Yeah, like, you're a great pitcher, but nah.
Peace out, homie.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Ahí te la averiguas.
Exactly. So, yeah, that.
So, we'll see.
Find out.
Damn, that's crazy. You know what? Let me just, like, pivot. Talking about being desensitized from stuff you do for work.
Yeah. I have a hard job too. Like, I'm desensitized.
What are you desensitized to?
Money.
You're just like, oh, I'm going to buy donuts for the whole school. Okay, $3,000.
$3,000. I don't know. No, I guess
what's $3,000? I don't know. You can buy fucking donuts for the whole school.
I know, it's funny because like sometimes teachers would be like, oh, you know, like I'm counting money, right? And it's like a lot of like bills and stuff like oh my god, like, and they'll make little jokes of like, oh, don't get too carried away. And I'm like, bruh, you really think that I'm not even thinking about that. Like, you have to put like a good, like, I don't know, like 10, 50 mil in front of me. I'm just like, I've worked in front of millions of dollars. Like, that's
actually very fucking disrespectful. That's very rude of them to think that I'm gonna fucking fold over fucking 20.
Exactly, like bitch.
What are you?
Like, my head is like, no. Sometimes I do clap back, and because you know we've had history, and I'm not gonna go into that within schools and stuff like that. And they like to play jokes, and I get it. It's just sometimes like they don't land.
Yeah,
they don't land, and I'm just like, why the fuck would you say that? And then one time, sí se me salió, like, because I was counting money. I think it was like. It was just a lot of dollar bills. So, I think it was maybe like $1,000 in just dollar bills. So, you know, say, hacen los montones. Oh, be careful. Don't say that. I'm like, for this? I was like, the way they just said it, and I was like, for this, for $1,000, I could never.
The fuck?
Like,
who do you think I am to fold over $1,000?
Like, come on.
Bends over.
You know, maybe
I need
a bend. Hey, don't be fucking saying shit if y'all see me doing shit for $1,000.
Who the fuck for $1,000?
My privilege is showing. My bad, guys. But like, no, for real. Like, it's just like I just don't see it's worth it. Like, I don't know. You, like I said, you. No,
but like you're also like you are gonna throw away a job and possibly your fucking freedom for $1,000. Like, it's just, it does the mathing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why would
like, that's why I said, I'm like, guys, like, I'm just like, so maybe I'm desensitized to money. That's what I said. I'm like, maybe like, if you bring like large amounts of money, like we're talking about 50, 100 million.
Yeah, where like if you take 20K, no se nota.
Yeah, like something like that. But like, come on. And then from kids. Like,
come on now.
I have a heart, y'all. Like, I'm
not stealing from fucking, like, kids' lunch.
Yeah.
Like, their chore money. Like,
the fuck? Like, you gotta be a really dark person to be fucking stealing from a kid. Like I can't.
Yeah. So, like, these kids busting their ass at fucking In-N-Out, okay? Like, why are you trying to steal?
No, but you'll be surprised. A lot of kids be like coming over here and be like, here's $100. The amount of $100 bills I get from kids is crazy.
I believe you.
I'm not gonna question. Here you go. Pay yourself.
Not believe you, because I mean, I guess it depends too, right? Because like, for example, Val, the way he was raised is like his dad se lo llevaba a chambear, bro, like to fucking do landscape and shit. Se lo llevaba a chambear, and his dad would pay him out like if he was a worker.
Yeah.
And Val used to, like, you know, Val used to get a lot of money. Like, he had a lot of money, like, as a kid. But you ask him now, he'll be like, bro, that's one of my biggest regrets is I used to just blow that shit on dumbass stuff. Yeah. Like, he blew that stuff, like, it was just, and he had, like, stupid money where he could just buy whatever. Like, he'd buy himself an Xbox and then sell it and then go buy another. Like, yeah.
He had stupid money.
He had stupid money for a kid. As a kid, you know, like, for a kid. But, he like till this day he'll be like, bro, that's one of my biggest regrets. He's like, I fucking blew that shit on dumbass stuff. No, but anyways, back to my chisme over her being desensitized.
Back to that shit. Yeah. I hella forgot.
Yeah. Being desensitized. So I gotta tell you guys this funny ass shit that fucking happened to me.
Oh, okay, let's go.
You already fucking know, but I'm telling our friends because they...
I know.
Los metiches quieren saber, ¿verdad?
Pues yo no me acuerdo. It's like you're telling me again.
Right, guys? You guys want to know? Because we all metiches around here.
Let's see.
So... Okay, guys, you know how, like, I don't know if it was, like, last week or a week ago or whatever, or 2 weeks ago, where I mentioned that when I had a pipe break in my house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You're telling this story?
I gotta tell the story.
This is funny.
So, I had a pipe break in my house or whatever. So, we noticed that there was a lot of, like, the hot water running too. So, we thought the issue was with the fucking water heater. So, we were like, oh, well, we got warranty on it. Let's call ghetto. So, I didn't say ghetto. I said ghetto.
It sounded like you said ghetto. I was
ghetto.
like,
We called ghetto. It was ghetto. So, we called ghetto. We call ghetto, and they fucking send like a service guy or whatever. And I think it was like 2 dudes, or I don't know. I wasn't here, but thank God I wasn't here. Let me tell you guys why. Not me making short story long.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. There is no such thing as long story short. It's always short story long. So
The details.
it's the details, and you guys are gonna love the details.
Go, tell them,
oh,
bro.
you're right. Let me get to it. So fucking ghetto comes, right? And, if anybody wants to know, my pipe is piping now. So.
Her pipes are fixed.
Yeah.
She got her pipe fixed.
Yeah. They got fixed. So anyways, not me fucking not getting to the point.
I know. We're like, come on.
So anyways, the guy was like, okay, well, anyways, here's the fucking, it's the estimate or the invoice or whatever. And he tells Val like, okay, but I got to take like pictures of all the bathrooms because, he has to like do a report or some bullshit. Right. So, I just want to preface this by saying that, like, I just hadn't gotten around to cleaning my bathroom, upstairs. I hadn't gotten around to cleaning my bathroom upstairs. So then Val was like, oh shit. Like, he's also realizing we didn't clean the bathroom. So the ghetto guy goes into our hallway bathroom and then he goes into our room. Mind you guys, the room is a fucking mess too, okay? There was a lot going on. We didn't have time to get to it. So the guy goes in there and then he's like taking pictures of our fucking dirty ass bathroom. He's probably thinking like, estos mugrosos, asquerosos, pinche marranos, like...
Everything going through his mind right
yeah, now. He's probably, but no, Val was like, no, this man had the straightest face ever. Like it was no fucking big deal. And I'm like, damn, I'm glad it was you there and not me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So then he takes a picture of the bathroom, turns around because he got to take a picture of the sink too. Tell me why. Val and I had, some sex toys on the fucking sink that we had not gotten around to, putting away. And this man was about to take the fucking picture with the fucking... Okay, guys, so it was like...
You're going to tell them what it was?
Yeah. So we have this... Okay, fuck, I don't... whatever. So one of them was like this. It's like a fucking metal dildo. And that shit is like metal and like heavy and stuff. And it fucking... And it looks like a fucking like, I don't know, robotic shit. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's
just a robot dildo.
Yeah. So it's, and then it's like, and it's hella shiny too. And then
you can't just fucking miss it.
Yeah, you can't. Like, there's no way that shit like blends in with the beige countertop because it's a fucking, no, like that shit is like you look at it and it catches your eye right away. And then like right next to it is a pocket pussy. So, it's just like a fucking, so they're right there on the sink. You can't fucking miss it. Is a fucking pocket pussy and a robo dick. So,
And if you guys haven't seen a pocket pussy, like just look at the
It's like
at your own convenience, but it's literally a pussy. And
yeah, it's like it's like you can't miss it. Like you can't even be like, oh, that's like a fucking toy for our dog. No, like it literally looks like a fucking vagina, and it's like a stroker, so it's like long, but then it has like a little fat pussy right there. Okay, guys. So yeah. Anyways. We had them right there on the fucking, and he's about to fucking take, like, this man, so unfazed, was about to take a fucking picture with the fucking sex toys right there. And Val was like, hold on. Val fucking tried to jump in quick, but, like, obviously the guy still saw it. Yeah. And Val fucking threw, like, a towel to kind of, like, cover it up, right? And then the guy was just like, oh, yeah, man, do your thing. So Val's, like, covering it up. And then the guy just goes and takes the picture. And then I'm like, oh, my God. Like, trágame tierra. Like.
You're lucky it wasn't you, bro.
Bro, I would have been mortified. I would have just jumped in front of a moving fucking vehicle at that point. And I'm like, but also like made me think like the fact that this man was so unfazed.
That means he's seen a lot of shit.
He's seen some shit. He has seen some shit.
You don't think so? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably literal shit. Like
that too.
The way this man was just so unfazed makes me think that pocket pussy and robo dildo is child's play.
You're like, I gotta step it up.
Now I'm like, I gotta step it up. He didn't see the straps in the. Just
you didn't see the hooks on the fucking bed for the straps.
Damn. No, but anyways, no. The fact that this man was so unfazed makes me think that this man has seen some shit. Exactly. And then, so he like finishes his report, and then the guy so nonchalantly is like, hey man, because he's like this like older Latino guy. Yeah. And he goes, hey, like my iPad is like tripping out. Like, can you just help me delete the photos? And Val's like, 100% I can help you delete those photos.
For sure. I'll reset your whole iPad for you at this point.
Yeah, he's like, factory reset.
So they never can see the light of day.
Goes to fucking delete folder and deletes that shit.
Fuck it. Everything. Oh my God, girl. Yeah. I don't know what I would have done if it was like me in that place. Like if I was Val, bro. Like. Yeah. I don't know if I would have even reacted. I would have been like, I feel like I would have frozen. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to be the laughing like, stock of the office.
You'll be like, what fucking hole am I going to dig myself in? Like,
the guy takes a picture, turn around, you're not there, you're under your bed. Just fucking leave. Just fucking leave.
Just leave. I don't even want to make eye contact with you.
Close the door. On your way out, please.
Just lock the door on your way out.
Oh my God. I bet you that taught Angel a lesson to put her sex toys away now.
Yeah. But also, who the fuck is going into our room?
But now you know, in case something fucking breaks, you know that servicemen are probably gonna somehow find a way to get over there.
Yeah, so the bathroom is clean, guys. Yeah. The room is clean. Sex toys are put away in their designated area.
I'm pretty sure he's definitely seen a lot worse. Like, can you imagine the people who have like sex rooms, you know?
Oh, you're right.
That obviously, like, a lot of them have, like, a bathroom. Yeah. So it's like, imagine just, I have to take a picture of the bathroom. It's like, oh, shit, you have to go through my sex room that's all leather, red leather and black and whips and chains and shit like that.
Yeah. This man probably was like...
He's probably walked into stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, he's probably like, this is fucking child's play right here.
y'all need to step it up.
Y'all need to fucking step it up. And I'm like, damn.
Like, okay. You're fucking hilarious, bro. A ti te pasarían esas cosas. A ti te pasarían esas cosas.
Yeah, guys. Anyways, I hope y'all thought that was funny. If you got this far, #RoboDildo.
#RoboDildo? Crazy. That's crazy, bro. Damn, that's crazy. Let's go to the fucking Chisme, bro. Yeah, Miss RoboDildo over
How
there.
about we fucking just, Maybe I should have submitted this anonymously.
I know, bitch. I'm thinking for you right now.
Now people are gonna be like, fucking damn, Angel got a robo dildo.
They're definitely gonna be judging you.
Yeah, it's okay. We have a lot of fun.
Just put them away.
Yeah. The hot girl, they put away.
Yeah.
Put away now. Okay.
Let's get to some Chisme, guys. We already heard Angel's Chisme. Let's go to your Chisme.
Let's go to your Chisme.
A ver qué nos dicen.
A ver qué nos dicen. Okay. We'll just read one because ya nos pasamos de verge. Oh, remember the lady like la verga?
Oh my God, guys. So, I mean, you know, we went to our, really quick, we went to our favorite marisco place in LA, which is like not in LA, it's in like in Downey area. Downey, stuff like that. We love this restaurant called, what is it?
El Jefe?
El Viejón?
El Viejón.
Mariscos El Viejón?
Yeah.
Something like that. And we always go there when we're around the area, right? And we're going in. We're going out.
We were leaving.
And this lady on her phone was like, ¿qué estaba diciendo? Que pues que se vaya a la verga.
Que se metan los documentos a la verga.
Yeah.
Some shit, but it was so...
Like, I felt like she was saying that to me, bro. I was like... Ay, Dios mío, me tengo que meterlos. Oh, fuck. She mad at me.
Yeah. But dude, yeah, she was pissed. But I'm like, dude, why do things sound so much more passionately in Spanish than they do in English?
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah, I love it because I feel like in Spanish, you can just express yourself and it just like, it's so much more powerful than if you were to fucking say, go fuck yourself.
Or you like, put those documents up your ass. Like, you
what?
See?
But no, you're like, métatelos a la verga.
And then it's funny because she hadn't said anything and she had them on the speaker, but we didn't really hear. Sorry, guys, we didn't really hear. And then out of nowhere, she just says that hella loud and we're like, just keeping a straight face, like walk, keep a straight face, don't fucking lie.
Yeah, I think funny. I let out a chuckle though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, me too. I was like, but yeah,
that shit was funny. Okay, let's jump right into this. Okay, we'll just read this one. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to give us your chisme.
And you know what? Thanksgiving just passed. Y'all fucking have good ass chisme. Let me know what happened in the family dinners. Yeah. Let me fucking know.
Yeah. You guys need to submit your chisme. If you're on YouTube, go to the description down below. We'll have a link. Or you can always go to our Instagram and it'll be a link in our bio.
Yeah.
So you guys can submit it. And I know y'all got chisme.
I know y'all do.
Even if it's not about you.
Fucking submit it.
Anyways. All right, guys. Let's read one. Lately, I've been feeling like I'm not welcomed in the Mexican community.
Oh.
Let's
talk about it.
Yeah. My mom's Guatemalan and my father is Mexican. Mm-hmm. He's not a part of my life, so I don't know much about where he's from. I just know he's from Michoacan. But I've always identified as Guatemalan and Mexican. I love both cultures, both countries, both of their foods. But since I didn't grow up with the Mexican traditions, people like to invalidate me by saying that I'm not Mexican. Ooh. I've had my cousins who are also half Guatemalan and half Mexicans say that I'm not Mexican, but they themselves don't even identify as Guatemalan. Some acquaintances even say I'm not Mexican. I just feel invalidated and not welcomed. I know I don't have to explain myself on how I'm Mexican. Also, this is kind of funny. The acquaintance that say I'm not Mexican always talk Spanish around me because they forget that I'm fluent in Spanish, so I eavesdrop on their conversations, LOL. So I know a lot of what they've said.
That's fucking... It be your own fucking family, bro. And that's the thing about it, saying like the fact that we're putting down other people because they're not like Mexican enough, they're not Latino enough. Like, what shit is that? That's going back to the thing that we push each other fucking down. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, like, oh, you might say I'm not Mexican enough, but my father's literally Mexican. How are you gonna tell me that Mexican does like my blood is not Mexican? You get me? Mm-hmm. How are you gonna tell me just because no celebro las mismas tradiciones does not make me less Mexican than you are?
This is like, It's like the whole, like, it's what we were talking about. Latinos, like, putting other Latinos down. Like, that shit is so fucking annoying because it's like, or even like the people who, so we were actually having this conversation with Los Brownies where they were speaking on how they've actually lived like a chunk of their life in Mexico, and they be getting called no sabos and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? And one of them, she was born in Mexico. Like, she's from Mexico. Like, she got the fucking the injection
to prove it.
Like, she got the little scar from that injection to prove that she's from Mexico. And people be calling her a no sabo, and she's like, bro, like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, you're probably more Mexican than that. But it's just like, again, we're not gonna go that route of like, who the fuck is more Mexican than who?
Yeah,
because it's like, it shouldn't even fucking be about that. Like, I feel like, why is there this, like, people are trying to like fit Mexican or your fucking culture into a little tiny box, and if you don't fucking meet certain criteria, you're not that.
Yeah, like, we're not all like over here like listening to Chente con nuestras botas and everything like that. You know, Mexican looks so different in all kind of aspects, you know?
Exactly.
Like, and I feel like it's especially in the US, I'll only speak about Mexicans. We're always trying to one up each other. Being like, I'm more Mexican. No, I'm more Mexican because I do this. I'm more Mexican. While in Mexico, they're like, they appreciate all kind of not everybody looks the fucking same. You get me? Not everybody is ranchero and stuff like that. You know, you got people in La Ciudad that don't dress the same, but they're all, to each other's eyes, they're all Mexican. You get me? And I feel like here in the United States, we're always trying to prove ourselves that we're Mexican enough, and that's why we're always in a battle of who can one up each other. And trying to
one up each other. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, we're all like, if you see esa sangre corre por tus venas, you're Mexican. You get me? Just because you fucking listen to hella like banda music and the other person doesn't really listens more to rockero or whatever, does not mean that you're more Mexican. Yeah. You get me? Like,
yeah, you're 100% right. Like, that doesn't mean anything. And I feel like, why are you also pointing that out? Like, you're just, it's just like, why are you trying to put someone else down? Like, exactly. I remember, and I know that feeling because, like, obviously, like, I didn't grow up with a lot of your normal traditional, like, Mexican traditions or whatever, or customs, because, like, my mom was always working, so it's like I knew what I knew, and what I knew was because of TV. Yeah. Like, I watched a lot of, like, English TV because I was left home alone a lot of time. So it's like, how am I supposed to know about all the, like, different customs and traditions of Mexican culture when I'm not surrounded by it? Yeah. And it's like, I remember, like, I used to love listening to rock music. I mean, I still listen to it, but I used to love listening to rock music when I was a kid. And I remember my best friend at the time who loved listening to corridos, loved listening to banda, all the Mexican music. And she was just like, why are you listening to white people music? And I'm like, what you mean? Like, and it's crazy because there's also like rock en español. Like, rock is not white people music. It's like, rock is like a universal genre, first of all. And not only that, but like, are you saying I'm less Mexican because I listen to fucking rock music? And that's also fucking sad because, like, what are you saying about the people in Mexico who listen to Drake Bell?
Yeah, exactly.
And Taylor Swift.
Yeah, like, that's the thing I'm telling you. Like over
there's fucking Swifties in Mexico, okay? Don't get me fucking twisted.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you. Like, over there in Mexico, because they're like porque son de allá, like, I think they're more accepting of, like, you know, there's all kind of Mexicans. Like, Mexicans come in all kind of types of places, like types, shapes, and everything.
I also heard something that said que un mexicano nace donde quiera. Like,
but I feel like in the United States, because we're like trying to prove that we're so Mexican, that we're like, de ahí viene, like, no, I'm Mexican enough, and I feel like that's where the thing comes, and it's just like, you know what, there's not a certain box that you could put a Mexican. Yeah, we might have that because of society, but that in the reality of like the world, it's not like a Mexican looks like this and has to like this and has to wear this, you know?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Of course, some of us did grow up with more like that. For example, me, I did grow up with that kind of music. I did grow up very in my Mexican culture. Pero es porque tuve ese privilegio, you know, to, like, my parents showed me all that. And I also, like, grew, like, some of my life, like, up and grew up some life. I grew up for a little bit, you know, in Mexico. So learning, I had that to like add into my life experience, you know. But just because I went through that and I like corridos and I like banda and me encanta todo eso, ¿verdad? Doesn't mean I'm gonna look at you and be like, oh, you're not Mexican enough. You get me? Just because you didn't have that, you don't you don't indulge in all that, and you don't like all that, and everything like that, and you don't participate in it all day. Like, that's just mind blowing to me. That's the same thing that we're like, yeah, like, bro, like, we no podemos avanzar because we're hating on each other because of that. Now we're not Mexican enough. No, we're not Latino enough. We're not like this enough. At the end of the day, si esa sangre corre por tus venas, you know, like.
And it's kind of like the what is it, that fucking crab, what's the saying about the crab or the lobster,
in the bucket?
Yeah, the lobster, or is it crabs or lobsters?
I don't fucking know.
It's like crabs or lobsters in the bucket, where like no podemos avanzar, like we like, it's just like, it's so hard for us to like get ahead as a Latino community, is because we're constantly fucking trying to drag each other down. Like, oh my god, like that person's doing a little bit, hold on, let me fucking try and drag them down. Yeah, like, it is so fucking sad to me that that's how it is. Also, there, you know, there's also a lot, like, on the contrary, there's also a lot of people that are like, oh my god, like, you know, just love the fucking spectrum of Latinos and like how they like to express their identity as a Latino, you know. But no, I feel like definitely have to, as a community, work on that. And be more accepting, and just not fucking just like making fun of people because they say one fucking word wrong, and then, oh my god, no sabo or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, it's
when
so,
it comes to talking Spanish, that's
it's so sad because like, what if that was the fucking culture with like our parents, you know, like in being like a fucking don't know or whatever. I don't know, or like whatever the fuck it is in English, because like, it's just like, I'd be like, people would be catching hands if people were telling my mom like, why do you even bother with English if you don't speak it right? Yeah. It's the same thing if like, how there's people who've told me like, oh, why do you like, don't even speak Spanish because you can't fucking speak correctly. It's like, bro.
And it be the people that live here in the United States.
Yes, bro. I'm just saying. It be your fucking people sometimes. Yeah. Like, it's so sad because I'm like, bro, like, my mom, like, be speaking el English, bien English. You can hear her accent and everything, but like, if somebody fucking told my mom like, oh, why do you even bother with English if you're not fucking gonna speak it correctly? Yeah. Bro, they'd be fucking catching these hands.
Exactly. It's just crazy to me how somebody could be like, no, they're not this enough. They're not Latino enough. They're not Mexican enough. And yeah, they're not, I don't know, fucking Colombian enough. They're not, like, you know, they're not enough because they didn't grow up in that, and it's not their fault. You get me? It's not their fault.
And it just feels, and it doesn't have to be like a certain, like, there's no one way of how to be a Latino.
It's like, oh, what? You're going to say, like, you're not Latino. Like, for example, you don't really, like, if for people who don't like menudo, you're not Mexican enough because you don't like menudo, like, make that make sense. It's the same fucking shit. Like, just because you don't like certain things or because you didn't grow up in certain things, it doesn't make you, like, as long as you still show appreciation for the culture, you know? Like, who are you to say who's not enough, bro? Get the fuck out of here.
So all I can say is to our friend that only you can express your identity as a Mexicana and Guatemalteca, like, however you want, and fuck everybody else.
Yeah. That blood runs through your veins. So fuck everybody else and what they got to say.
Yeah. But anyways, I got real passionate. We got real passionate.
Sorry, guys. It just pisses me off when people are like that. Yeah. Like, it's just like, instead of being like, okay, you might not know enough, but let me show you a little bit more about the Mexican culture. Let's see how, like, you can incorporate it more. Like, did you, like, know this and stuff like that? Instead of putting them down, you're not that enough.
It's so sad.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Whoop their ass. Anyways.
Okay. All right, we're going to quote it right there because
we went on for a long time.
This is almost 2 hours. Yeah, this is almost 2 hours.
We're bringing it back to, like, the old days. Remember we filmed, like, 2 hours.
That's wild. Anyways, guys, comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and comment on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, even if you're not on fucking YouTube, if you're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Apple Spotify.
Apple Spotify.